Are you there? Okay. Just want to make sure I hear something. Need to make sure everyone's there. Thank you for coming and tubing in, so to say. This is part of the docTUBEmentary that I'm doing on how to hire a contractor and my experience with being scammed out of a lot of money from a gentleman who owns a company called Sustainable Process and Design and his Green Building Collaborative. He also has the Green Guys. He has another company I think that went out of business, the Laughing Cow, another company called Custom Motorcycles in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, to name a few. A lot of shell companies, a lot of missing money, mine included. I am going to find out where this money went. This person, Bruce Shankin, and his con, gave me a proposal to do a job. And basically, are you there? Okay. Just want to make sure you're with us. And basically walked away with a lot of money. Didn't make the promises that were intended on the agreement. And pretty much wasn't here on my job. Now what I found out afterwards was that during the time of my job when it's supposed to be done, Bruce Shankin was in depositions for another company that he owned that apparently went out of business, and some money went missing. Something that he signed apparently a personal loan for, that I understand. And again, this is all facts. Everything I'm going to talk about is facts. No, very little opinion, obviously. It's going to be tough to hold back, but I'll do my best. Again, this is a docTUBEmentary, so usually we try to stay with the facts. And again, one of the facts is that this person, Bruce Shankin, has a numerous past of failed business ventures. Like I said, there was this Custom Bucks County motorcycle. It went to Florida and Sarasota. There was a Bucks Media Company, a paper that something happened there. He owned a Laughing Cow restaurant that went out of business. A lot of people lost their money there. He filed for bankruptcy personally. I have his personal bankrupt papers. They are public, able to get them from the public. You can get them. And what the interesting thing is with this job was that, again, during my job he was not here most of the time. He was in depositions, like I said, and apparently the money went missing there, and now my money's missing. And after reviewing his bankruptcy papers, I don't see anything on there where my money was ever used on anything. I'm assuming, you ever hear of the shell game? You put the 3 shells down and there's a ball under the shells. Well, I think what these shell companies set up, that's what happens. Like, here, try to find your money. It's not here, it's not there. I filed for bankruptcy, you can't touch me now. And that's apparently what has happened. But I'm going to harness all this information and find out where this money went. I have a lot of people working on this, and I just want to give advice on when you're out there looking for a contractor, please be aware. Do a lot of checks on the internet, ask a lot of questions, talk to people, go out and meet them if they give you references. Apparently the ones I called were all friends of his. You know, it was a tough situation. Now, one of the things I want to go over real quick, which is again a part of this con, was this was an outline, as you can see, that was given to me for a project overview. And one of the things you can see here is that Bruce Shankin has said here, and you can see it's principal level contact, Bruce Shankin, had 25 years of experience, but he didn't tell me the last 7 or 8 of it was not in the building industry. It was running a motorcycle business, it was running a lunch store, working for paper. All of these companies he left, or they're in bankruptcy, and apparently there's some money missing and there's some ethical issues that were going on. Again, I'm going to find out about this and find out what was going on. And as you can see here, it says over 2 years ago, his passion for the environment led him to a sustainable design and construction. Wow! 2 years ago, according to this, in 2007, he was working for a paper company. And again, when I had my job, he was in depositions with attorneys against a bank for missing money, and he had no idea where it was. He had a lunch store called the Laughing Cow, and a place in Florida, Sarasota, where he had a business. But here it says, over the last 2 years, he had a passion for the environment. I'm just wondering what it was for, and why it has 25 years experience. But anyway, that's part of the problem. And one of the other things he put down here was this guy as a project manager, and you can see he says it has over 22 years experience in historic renovation. Well, I talked to this guy Georgi, or his name is Jorg, and he was a roofer pretty much, and that was it. And it says here that he did work in the roofers union, as you can see, but his carpentry skills were very lacking. He couldn't put a nail in straight, and we'll go through all this as I show you throughout the house what's going on. He said as he works on homes and barns. When I spoke to Georgie one day and asked him about what he did in the past, you know what he told me? He was putting swing sets together. And he was traveling around the Northeast putting those big cedar swing sets together for a guy. I don't know how that's building up his carpentry skills and working on historic buildings and new home construction, but when I asked him about this, he knew nothing about it. So again, this was a whitewash, or a greenwash as I call it, from Mr. Shankin here. But anyway, I am going to go over everything with everybody. I'm going to give you some great information about how to protect yourself from a contractor and what you can do. Wait a minute. Are you guys, are you there listening? Are you there? Hello? Okay, there we are. Just need to make sure you're there. Hello? Okay, wake up. Alright, you're up. So, what I want to do is give you advice. I would watch out for this fellow, check his background. You make the decision whether you should go with this person. I'm going to give you a lot of information about his past, my situation that I went through with him. And again, everything here will be facts. Everything will be backed up. And everything is going to be the truth. Very minimal, like I said, very minimal opinion, but like I said, that's going to be hard, very hard to do. So I don't want to put this too long on my docTUBEmentary. Again, thanks for tubing in. Hopefully very soon I will be able to get more to you. And as I get information, I'm working hard on gathering more information. But the first thing you need to do is triple check your sources that they give you. Check the person out that you've dealt with. Make sure they have insurance. Make sure they're bonded. What could easily happen is they could take your money, walk away. You could try to sue them. They file for bankruptcy. $7,500 later, they're back out on another shell company. And you're out of all your money. They have no liability to you whatsoever. So make sure that these people are bonded. Make sure they're insured. Get the references. Check their past out. If there's nothing on the internet, you need to look deeper. Everybody has a past. Usually if it's clean, you'll see good stuff about the person. Also check the company. As you can see, there's a couple here. He has a sustainable process design. He has green guide. A lot of shell companies as I'm finding out. But this docTUBEmentary is going to be to protect the consumer, give you some good advice, and where I came up with that advice you'll see as I go along. Hopefully everything will come out. I think our time is up. Hello? Oh, we got him back. Okay. Anyway, we'll be ending this shortly. And again, look back at me and we'll check in with my tube. Oh, I gotta go.